it's time. Okay, it's finally time. This game, okay, right here, this game. We've all seen this game. We know where this game comes from. Okay, we've all played this game at some point in our life. You know this game right here, GTA San Andreas. Okay, guys, this is the best game. Okay, I don't think there's any other game in the universe, on the planet, in the history of video games that stands up to this game, that is as good as this game. 20 years, almost 20 years on. Not exactly 20 years yet. We're almost there. I mean, I think we're like, what, 6-7 months off this game being like 20 years old. It's going to be 20 years old in October, I believe. So, yeah, I will be doing an anniversary video on this game when it does reach 20 years, near the end of 2024. But yeah, man, this game, dude, this game came out in 2004. It's genius. And this game is packed with so much stuff. I've literally never played a game. I can understand why people still love this game today. It's packed with so much features in the game, right? Now, I prefer this game to GTA 5, and that's kind of why I'm making this video. Now, I'm not going to, throw GTA 5 in the river and say, hey, GTA 5 is terrible. But this game does beat GTA 5 on a lot of levels, okay? For a lot of reasons. Why? Because it's packed with so much information for its time. The game released a long time ago. I remember first playing this game and I couldn't believe the amount of content that was in this game. There's over 100 missions in this game, and they're all amazing. There's so many side missions in the game, and an absolute phenomenal, an absolute incredible storyline. The story, it just doesn't get any better than this. It really is an incredible story. You have Big Smoke, Sweet, you have all the homies, you can recruit your gang members. I mean, the list goes on. It's just crazy, the amount of content that's put into this game. Now, why do I think this one is better than GTA 5? And I'll explain why. First of all, it's because, and this is one of the main reasons, now you must listen, this is one of the main reasons why. The main reason why this is better is because there's more stuff in the game. A game needs to be fun. Now, this game makes me feel good, and it still makes me feel good. It made me feel good when I was a kid. It makes me feel good now. I was only like, 11 years old or something when this came out. I was very young when this game came out. I shouldn't have been playing this game when this game came out. But everybody was playing this game when this game came out. If you knew about this game and you were around. It's just incredible. You can ride on BMXs. There's hundreds of cars. I could go on rambling about this game for forever. I could make 100 videos about this game. We all know GTA San Andreas was the best and still is the best Grand Theft Auto game in the franchise, in the series. Now, GTA 5, why does it not live up to this? And why will it not ever be as good as this or live up to this game? Because GTA 5 was based off graphics. It's mainly focused on two things, right? Two core things, online and graphics. But they left out all the features. That's basically it. That's the way I look at it. They packed this game with amazing features that they haven't put any of these features back into any GTA game since. This is the only game. This GTA game has more stuff than any other game, let alone Grand Theft Auto. But this game has the most features, particularly in Grand Theft Auto, especially in Grand Theft Auto. It has more features than any other GTA title. It has one of the best stories. I would probably rank it about second. I think Vice City comes first. This comes second. GTA 3 was also good. I also like Vice City stories and GTA 4. Amazing storylines as well. Great games. But I think it deserves to be first place, but it has more stuff to do, more features than any other GTA game. And that's why it's an amazing game. But it has an incredible storyline. I can't find a fault with this game, literally, and I don't know anybody who dislikes this game or has any like. There's not much things to not like about this game because it there's something in it for everybody. It has everything in it. It was one of the first where you could fly airplanes. The soundtrack is incredible. Okay, it's not as good as Vice City, but it is an incredible soundtrack. There's so much music in there. I will be talking about the music in a later video when I do the when the game does reach 20 years. I'll be talking about the soundtrack, and I have more videos coming out about San Andreas. But really, I wanted to break down why I like the game so much, and why, I guess, why it is really the best game, and why I prefer it over GTA 5 and a lot of other titles that were in the series. Now, this game needs a remake. We all know there's a definitive edition out there. I have played the definitive edition. I'm actually working on the GTA 3 definitive edition, but it's so many features that have been left out from the original PlayStation 2 classic 2004 version. So it's missing, a lot of the music. They couldn't get the licensing maybe to put those songs in. It's missing a lot of the songs. It's also missing, some of the in-game features as well. There's I can't remember what it's missing, but there's quite a few things that are missing in it, and there was a lot of glitches in the definitive edition as well. Everybody knows, like, if you played the definitive edition, you remember all the talk that was going on, and people were outraged that the game wasn't properly completed, and there was features left out, and it wasn't built properly, and it was built by Grove Street Games or something instead of Rockstar, and it should have been Rockstar Games, a team that worked on the game. Um, but yeah, realistically, yes, the game, um, the game. I think, like, there was stuff like in the clubs. I think in one of the nightclubs. I'll give you a quick example. I walked into a nightclub, one where you could dance, in the Los Santos area, and you could not. There was no music, no background music. That's a really, really big problem. Okay, now it might not look like a big problem because in the end of the day, you're kind of going, yeah, it's just a game. No, but it is a problem because taking music out of a club is just like, it doesn't make any sense, and it just spoiled the atmosphere of that one little part of the game, along with a lot of other missing features as well. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but the definitive edition lacked an awful lot that the original classic game didn't have. Now that's why a lot of people will go back and play the original, and they'll go, "Oh, this is much better. What am I doing playing the definitive edition at all?" But because it is better, um, and there's, like I said, there's more music in it. But yeah, alongside the whatever about the definitive edition not being as good, there's still no other game, not only GTA, but there's still no other game that's lived up to this classic. There's no other game really, and this is approaching 20 years now, right? Now, there's the real reason thing that I loved about this game and what made it so inspiring was the fact that you were so pulled into the storyline, pulled into the characters. The voice acting is just amazing in it. It's just, the voice acting is incredible. You know, that's one of the really big things. But all of the features that it has, okay, the graphics are kind of outdated now. The graphics in games are a lot better than they are now. But come on, this game has so much to do in it that was kind of like realism for 2004, which was just phenomenal. It needs a remake. Okay, this game definitely needs a remake. Comment down below if you think that GTA San Andreas needs a remake, approaching the 20th anniversary. I certainly do believe that it needs a remake, not a definitive edition, not anything like the definitive edition. It needs a proper remake on a proper modern gaming engine that these games run off today. Um, yeah, so, like, I mean, it really deserves to have a full blown remake. But yeah, like, I've seen that the modders have done some incredible modding with the game. I've seen there was one mod I saw on a YouTube video there, just incredible. What was done. Yeah, like, a lot of people have modded the game and done some really amazing things with it. It's just a shame, like, if it doesn't get a remake that it deserves. Um, I don't know. Like, I mean, it's just, it needs that. It deserves it. It's too good to not get a remake. That's basically it. Another thing I want to mention as well is that the if you there I will say something about the graphics on this game. The one thing about the graphics is they are worse. Now not everybody would agree, may not agree not everybody may agree with me on this, what I'm about to say, but the graphics in the game are not as good as GTA 3 and Vice City, right? Now, I believe that the reason for that is because there's more content packed into this game, and that gave us a lower resolution because there was more packed into the game and more features packed into the game. But um, that would, like, I think Vice City and GTA 3 are kind of, they're very similar, in graphic animation. The animation is almost the exact same, in those two titles. Whereas San Andreas was a little bit of a shift. It was a slightly different animation. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it. The weather in the game is beautiful. Everything about the game, the way the graphics are in the game is beautiful. Yeah, like I said earlier, they do look kind of outdated now. It's because it is, the game is two decades old. But nonetheless, um, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, guys, 20 years, nearly approaching in a couple of months' time. The game will be officially 20 years old. Hopefully, a remake will happen. I would nearly. I'm looking forward to GTA 6, but I will say I'd nearly be more looking forward to a remake of San Andreas. With all of the incredible features that are packed into the game, the amazing storyline. I don't know how anyone couldn't want that. You know, from BMXing to burglary to gambling to swimming. It was the first GTA where you could swim. Um, flying airplanes. I could talk forever about this game, honestly. There's just way too many good things to say about it. It's just such a proud feeling. Yeah, so anyway, guys, there you have it. GTA, Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. It remains one of the best games of all time, even 20 years on. That's it there, guys. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this.